Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. As you can see, we're here in the office. I'm just sitting at my computer, loaded it up, and well, here's the news of a new GoPro. GoPro Hero 10 is out. I just bought my GoPro Hero 9, which is potentially unfortunate, but I don't think so because I'm not going to be upgrading to the Hero 10 based on what I've seen so far, both on the spec sheet and on DC Rainmaker's unlisted video that he has right now, which I'll link down in the description below. He has a 30-some minute video of just any situation you may put your GoPro in, most notably the mountain biking section for me, and going through more low light kind of overcasty days, because that's what it's 99% of the time up here in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, we're going in and out of trees, we're going through just cloudy days, and it's just a little bit harsh on the stabilization, especially if you're using it on a chesty, and it's just going to be bumping around a lot. So was that worth it to potentially upgrade to a Hero 10? Well, I guess we'll see here in a second. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so here's the new GoPro Hero 10, new engine, twice the speed for $400. I did get the subscription with my Hero 9, and you were able just to cancel that out right away. So if we click Shop Hero 10, this is where we will go. All right, so pretty much you can get the Hero 10 Black or the Hero Black with accessories like usual. I think this is pretty much the standard accessory pack. It's going to be $449 versus $399, so it's totally worth the extra $50 potentially if you wanted the extra battery and stuff. All right, so the highlights are the new GP2 processor, 5K 60 with 4K 120. Hypersmooth 4.0, waterproof up to 33 feet, cloud connected, and better low light. The new engine. So it's pretty much just telling you can shoot 91% more better than 4K with improved low light performance. So speaking of 5.3K on here, I was able to shoot the cinematic mode that I was kind of created. It was at 5K 30 FPS and narrow view. That was for more of just like the handheld vlog shots that looked more like a realistic camera, or if you're able to get up pretty close to like a subject, you're able to make it look like you're actually shooting on a DSLR. I found it pretty good, but it was pretty lackluster in the sense of the quality per se. It needed way more than 100 megabits per second bit rate. It was a little too lackluster in that regard. Hopefully we go down into these settings and we see that the bit rate's been upped, because if the bit rate hasn't been up, there's really no point in going into a higher resolution plus adding on 60 FPS as well, or in 4K's case 120, because it's just going to look even more grainy potentially. So hopefully that's not the case, and they did up the ante on the bit rate. 23 megapixels is pretty nice. It's not always about megapixels though, it's definitely about the sensor and what that can produce, but in regards to GoPro, it usually is a pretty cool shot. As you can see, even this photo is pretty muddy in a lot of spots, but it's a GoPro. It'll get the job done. So here's a Hypersmooth 4.0. This looks like it's up at this looks at Mount Hood. Yeah, this is Mount Hood, I think. Yeah, it is Mount Hood. That's pretty funny. So as you can see going down, I think they use this same exact clip on the last one too. If you like to use horizontal leveling for stuff like this, then that's all the power to you. And Hypersmooth 4.0 will not be for me. I use the boost mode for the Hero 9, and it pretty much cuts out all the chatter on a chesty, and I'm not going to be really using the chesty much anymore, so I'm going to be downgrading to the normal Hypersmooth when I use like a chin mount or a head mount. Other than that, I think the Hypersmooth is really good, especially for 3.0. 4.0 clearly looks like it's gotten better, but it could nick your performance, especially if you're in more low light situations. That's where it definitely hits pretty hard on the boost mode. When I use it on the Hero 9, is it definitely hits into the low light performance. If you like doing the mod transfers, you can probably take over all the medium. Yeah, you can take over the medium mod, display mod, light mod, max lens mod from your Hero 9 and put it over to the Hero 10, which is cool. If you like to live stream, you can do that in 1080p now. I wonder if they're allowing you to like live stream to Twitch, because on their ad they showed a purple follow button, and that's for Twitch. I'm curious if they have like a Twitch integration now. Time Warp 3.0 and Night Lapse. These are really cool features I would like to use more often, so I'm totally down for better time warps and night lapses. That sounds great to me. Super slow-mo at 8 times slow-mo for 2.7K resolution. That's pretty good. I think it was only 1080 before. So this gives it a little more bump in quality for you doing some super ultra slow-mos, which is really nice. Smoother playback on the front LCD and a snappy, more responsive near touch screen. all powered by GP2. That's probably what the GP2 chipset's probably going to be doing more often, is just giving you a better interface quality, because I mean it is pretty bad on the 9 and it was pretty bad on the 7. So I mean that's just something that the chipset was probably hindering. It'll probably record just fine and it'll give you just as good quality, but yeah, it's nothing too big there. Supercharged power tools, you can capture the 30 seconds before you hit record, so it's just kind of like a replay buffer. Scheduled captures, so that's kind of cool, I guess, if you really want to do that. Live burst records 45 frames in 1.5 seconds, so that's pretty neat. Duration capture lets you select the length of the time you want to record. I mean, duration capture I think was on the last one too, but that's that's actually a pretty cool shot there. So I mean, you can do some pretty cool stuff, and then yeah, of course, webcam game up to full 1080p. So that's kind of cool. You can just integrate that as for like a webcam, but I'm using my DSLR, so I mean that's not a huge feature for me, but I mean, hey, totally do it. Okay, so here's all the specs. This is kind of what I wanted to look for. I'm just gonna go over it and then cut to anything that seems pretty good. All right, so here it is, the 100 megabit per second bit rate. Yeah, that's not good, because I mean, what's the difference then between the Hero 9 now? It's not a new sensor. It's not, I mean, the new chipset could be nice and it could help, of course, but I mean, you're really not getting any extra quality when you're recording a 4K 30 versus 4K 30. Like, that's what I'm going to be doing, and for the most part I'm not going to ever use 5.3K because it just gets so tight and I don't want to buy any of the mods, and 4K is good enough. Like the quality itself is great, and then the 5.3K at 100 megabits per second is just not good enough. It really isn't, at least in my opinion, it isn't. All right, so here's all the video settings if you wanted to kind of look over this. I'm going to also have this in the description below, so you can definitely just go and check it out yourself. But yeah, what do you think of the Hero 10? Is that something you're potentially wanting to buy? Do you already own a Hero 9? I would not consider buying it if you already own a Hero 9. It looks pretty much similar, and if you go and watch the DC Rainmaker videos, it is so close, you can't really tell, especially in some situations. You can definitely see it got edged out by the Hero 10. I won't lie there, it definitely has some perks, of course, but if you are coming from a Hero 7 potentially, then yes, you can go either get a Hero 10 for $400 or wait for the Hero 9 to go on sale, which I'm guessing is probably already on sale. If you look here, oh, it's $349, so I mean, not worthy of getting it on sale just yet, but you can go look around like at REI or something, and Target, anywhere that sells stuff, and you'll probably find it on sale pretty quick here. With that said, if you like the video, everybody, give it a big thumbs up, share it around with everybody, and yeah, definitely leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are, and if you want to see more of the videos like this, definitely subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.